Ogres are like onions.
They stink?
Yes. No.
Oh, they make you cry?
No.
Hopefully you saw my first video, put your guesses in, but the movie, the clues reference was the movie Shrek. This, I think, was one of everyone's favorite childhood movies that they had growing up. And I also think adults like watching it because I didn't realize until I watched it this time around how much like adult jokes and stuff were in this movie. So it's kind of like a, well, let me give my rating, then I can dive into it. But yeah, so this movie, I'm going with this movie. It's still the bomb.com, thumbs up. Like, it was very funny. It had a lot of like adult jokes thrown in that went over my head as a kid. So watching it and seeing that, I was like, oh my goodness. And just the story itself was still really good. It was just a really good childhood movie that has held up. And just watching my favorite scenes that I had as a kid, like as an adult, it like kind of took me back to my childhood. And I was like, oh my goodness, like I remember watching this, getting excited, like hearing the songs in the movie. Hey now, you're a rock star, get your show on, go play, like that. That song, whenever I hear it, I instantly think of Shrek. Like that song, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are the same way, but you hear it and Shrek. That's that song. And then there are like other songs, I was like, oh my goodness. And just the whole part with the mirror, that cracked me up because there were like adult things thrown in about the magic mirror that I'd missed when I was a kid. And I was like, oh, this is what we're talking about. There's a part I never realized as I was a kid, and I actually saw it on either TikTok or Insta, where people say that Mother Bear in Shrek gets killed and becomes a rug. So I was watching, and y'all, I saw this part here too, like this part right here. Yeah, the father bear and little bear, they're or baby bear, they're crying. And then there's also like a part later in the movie where Jack is asking, okay, who knows where to find Lord Farquaad? And so the baby bear raises his hand and the dad bear like pushes it down. We know I'm not losing another person. And then like later in the movie, you actually see Mother Bear. And I was like, oh my goodness, they were showing us like the fact that Mother Bear gets killed like so early on as a kid. And it just went over my head. So I was like, oh my goodness. So as an adult, I noticed that. So thank you to whoever first pointed that out on social media, because I never noticed. And getting to watch it and actually notice that this was a thing, I was like, wow. Yeah, Shrek, it definitely held up. Gets a bomb.com, thumbs up. And yeah, I will see you in the next video where we will watch some more childhood movies and see if they have held the test of time.
This has been another episode of Real Talk with Noelle.